Okay, as we leave world headquarters of Woodsman Forest Products, also known as my yard, I'm gonna shoot a little intro video. I'm past the halfway point, well past the halfway point in my mushroom log harvest. I don't know how loud this is going to be, so this could be wasted video. I can see that camera's bouncing around my hand, but you're just going to have to look with it or close your eyes. Okay, we're going to call this take 3. I just covered a mile of blacktop road from my world headquarters of Woodsman Forest Products down here, and we just ran off the blacktop and we're now on a nicely maintained private road. And I am just going to give you a quick briefing on what the plan is here. Yesterday I did an experiment. I brought the mule down here. It's a 2-mile drive, and found out I could, in fact, if I do it very carefully and very slowly, get into the spot where I'm cutting right now. Trying to get to the end of mushroom log harvest season this winter, and it's been tough with this lousy weather. So I am now on this blacktop, not blacktop, private road, and I've got about a mile to go before I get to the woods, and then I'll pick up again there. The mule is loaded with all my stuff. Just my little 350 chainsaw is all I'll need, but I have a battery chainsaw, a Roy B, that's adequate to cut me out if I get pinched, which I don't anticipate. Of course, I never do anticipate that, otherwise I wouldn't get pinched. I got my some extra clothes, some rain gear, because it's supposed to have rain coming in, hard hat, jabs, all that good stuff, safety glasses, earmuffs, wedges, files, and all switch to the mule. We're going to see how it goes. Mostly I'm shooting this video so that I can explain to the insurance company how I make the mule, or maybe I shouldn't. Or at least the coroner's inquest will have something to work with. So either way, good stuff, and I'll pick you up when we hit the trail off in the woods. Okay, moving right along. I just came in the last mile of the private road, turned off that, went to the log yard, by the sawmill, the firewood yard, the log truck, and all that. Now we're getting into the woods here, off of the passenger type vehicle roads. Going over the causeway right now, and through the swamp. This floods out from time to time. When I say I'm worried about getting my logs out, this is the section I'm talking about, because it gets wet. We're passing through one of the storage places with the blacktop roller trailer, or the mower trailer, the hay blower, and all that. And I'm going to run up here where my trailer is staged, and just count how many logs I got so I know what I need to make a minimal goal today. My goal is to stay here and get what I need for at least 1.5 orders. I'm close to finishing the first part of that order. And then I will, yeah, this is a trailer up here. There's another one off to the left. These are Bill's and he stages them here, but he may be renting them out for places for people to stay. Hang on, I'll be back in just a minute. Don't go away. Okay, I'm back. By the way, it's kind of ironic where I am. If you look, let's see, let's get a finger in here. Okay, here's the trailer, my trailer. This is Bill's trailer and the one we use up at Boonville. Right there is a cut. And that cut goes a little bit, you go through a few trees, maybe 20-30 feet, and then you get on a dozer track that's all rubble and crushed stone, not crushed stone, but you know, broken up rock. And you go only about another dozen or 15 feet, and then you go up this hump that brings you right up. And that spot where we're going to cut is only 200 yards from here. So, you know, it's kind of ironic that I got to take this road that's going all the way around, but you'll see. And in the previous video, you could see where I went down it with the Bobcat, but this mule doesn't have the suspension. The cab is way too heavy and adds way too much to the springs, so they bottom out with only 2 inches of travel. So anyway, that's it. We'll go around and see what we can see. 30-point turn here. More. I'll make it. Yeah, I'll make it. Okay. Back into high gear. These are all like super highways here. As far as this vehicle is concerned, make good time. Been a two-wheel drive the whole time, but that's going to change. So back down. And if this doesn't look familiar, we just came up through here. There's a little storage shed there. One of the skidders, one of several, and I'm making a hard left turn, and now we are off of the back roads, and we're just into duck and woods. These are old trails that have been here a long time and just got some recent cleaning to make them semi-navigable. The ground is not flat, and it is not even. You can see the spot right here, rocks on the left there. That pushes one side way up, and everything is sliding around on the dashboard. I'm probably going to have to do some housekeeping here to keep from getting stuff stuck under the gas pedal, or worse, the brake pedal. I was cutting in here. I came in here with my truck. Just a little bit here. I came in here with my truck and took out 3 trees for mushroom logs. I backed right into that spot on the left. And that worked out pretty well. I did catch my tail light on the tree and have to fix that. Find the piece. I had to come back the next day and find the pieces. But this is as far as I could get with the truck. The trees are too close together. I should take that little white oak out, but I hate taking out white oaks that are too small for mushrooms. Now it's getting a little dicey. Still a two-wheel drive though, and it's a wet spot here that drains down from the hill. The target that we're aiming for is directly off to my left right now. Your left too, if you're watching this going forward. If not, photo is back. I think I may be on the wrong road. No, I'm on the right road. Ick. What's going on here? I hung up on something? Or did I just get a little light in the rear? Let's see. Oh, now I'm rocking and rolling. And I'll tell you, it's so much like just woods here that it actually is pretty hard to pick out the trail. These are not heavily traveled trails at all. We only just discovered this access back here 2 weeks ago, because Bill hasn't had time to walk this part of his property. And I just made kind of a left 90-degree turn, almost 90, and that area I want to get to is still up to my right. And I'm going slow here because, well, first I got to figure out how to get around. I can't go through there, it won't fit. I can get around the outside. Whoa! Holy cow, almost flipped it. I think we'll just back up a little bit here. And I am going to get out and see about moving that little log. Okay, that was stupid. I should have put my belt on. But I want to show you something. If I can back up far enough. Okay. Can you? No, you can't. There's 2 trees right here. 3 actually. One is small. The issue with the ground around here, for me, is that if you hit something on the right side, it tips the vehicle left. And because this mule is a little over 6 feet tall with the cab, it'll throw that roof right into a tree on the opposite side. Like right now, I am 1.5 inches off of that little tree. And then whoop, and I almost blocked the other one. So every time you go through a trail, you've got to be careful which rock you roll over because it'll throw the vehicle too much. Now this is where I stopped here on Sunday, was going to go down this way. Swing it down. Looks like a trail, but you get down there and you get into a boulder field, and there's no way that I had the ground clearance. So I thought I was stumped at this point. And right about that time, the landowner came up with a little girl on a little tiny 4-wheeler. And they said, why don't you take this trail up to the left? So here we go. I got to do a multi-point turn here to make this. There we go. There we go. See, I got a log. I just drive right over that. One of these days we'll clean that up. But this is going to get dicey. So I just put it in 4-wheel drive. And I really whacked my cab a couple of times going up this thing yesterday. So I'm going to try and be more careful and not catch those trees this time. And find the same trail. Yeah, I'm going to stop and pull this one out too. Sorry. Just keep doing a little bit every time you go up, and eventually you got a better trail. And I expect the property owner is going to be here a lot of years, so I'm going to try and make it good. See a rock on the left, I got to watch that. It doesn't throw me into the tree on the right. And it did, and I pushed it out of the way. And there's another hemlock with a scrape on it. Somebody will be hunting in here and say, wow, that was a tall deer scraping up that high. And somewhere in here is where I caught a tree coming down yesterday and ripped the fire extinguisher and snapped the bracket right off the back of the cab. This is it right here. I'm trying to get as high as I can, but the higher I go on the right side, the more it tilts to the left. So you're darned if you do, and you're darned if you don't, and I am wedged. Whoops. Whack the door again. Pop right open. So caught the hinge. And yeah, it looks like I'm, whoa, at the top, but I am not. Still got a ways to go, and I'm not taking both hands off the steering wheel to point and show you where I'm going. Just know that the road is curving, going uphill and curving to the left. Road. Did I say road? Yeah, it's a euphemism for a track through the woods with less stumps and rocks than most places. here comes another tricky spot. Because I take a hard lean to the left, which is fine, as long as there's no trees to catch me on the way through. And this is another one. Oh, I whacked that tree. Yeah, you might see a tree just go by on the left. And guess what? I just cleared this out on my way out. I took one tree out because, you know, I'm going to back up just a little bit just to make this as long as possible. Ha ha ha. Can you see this hole down there, right? You see where the bottom of that tree is we took out? That's a little maple. Well, right in there is a depression, and that's where I went through to get around this tree yesterday. But because it drops down maybe 2 to 3 feet, I was teetering on my front right wheel and my rear left wheel, and it was pretty dicey getting through. If I didn't have somebody outside spotting me, telling me which way to turn the tires, I don't think I'd have made it through. But I did, and I'm still alive, and this is our new cut going through to the right through here. What we're gonna do, I'll back up even a little more, is, if I can, try and show, well, no I can't, I gotta pull forward first. Get back in the middle of the track. Track is probably a better word. There we go. Alright, what we're planning on doing, going forward, this spot right here, maybe you can see if I zoom in a little bit. I got all kinds of brush laid there. Whoops. Stay still, Tom. Don't get people seasick. So I had all the tops that I took off the trees in there, and there was a lot. All went in here, and they're all going to get diced up anyway. But I thought this was a safe spot to throw them, that when I dice them up, they can just lay there and go to rot. Now it turns out this, whoops, where's my finger? This tree right here is, if it's not dead now, it will be soon. So we're gonna take that out, and then this whole area will be nice and open, and we can move the trail right through there. Because here's why there's so much discussion about how we're gonna do this. Here I am looking forward again. Now, even though I took that extra tree out, which the landowner really wasn't too happy with, but he said, if you gotta take it, take it. And I know what that means, but I took it anyway. And I just, whoa, barely. And I mean, you gotta be right smack in the middle and figure out how the ground tilts. But I can just barely fit through there. So now I'm in a nice, you can't tell, I'll look you around in a minute. This is a nice area, and surprise of all surprises, remember that big white trailer where my little trailer was staged? Well, there it is right there. That's how close we are, but I had to come all the way around. So that's the story. Now I'm in here, and I got a couple hours of work to do. If you see right there, now in the middle, there's a tree with a flag on it. There's another one directly behind it. I can get those. I've got some cleaning up work to do here, but mainly I got to get logs and get this on the trailer. So I'm actually hoping to hook that trailer up to this little mule and get it on home. Maybe I can deliver that one order tomorrow. So always something to do, and this is what keeps me out of trouble and keeps my chiropractor you know, in good financial condition, and everybody's happy. Win, win, win. It was so nice out here yesterday, I didn't cut any logs. We did a little cleaning up, we did a little messing around on the trails, we found a new way in. All big winners in my book, and we enjoyed the beautiful sunshine, the mid-50s temperatures, the low wind. I mean, it was the kind of day where you just want to lay on a rock and enjoy the world. So that's what we did, except for, you know, those other things. So here we are. I'm going to get to work, and I'll bore you with some other stuff further down the road. I did this just so that we could see, you know,
what the accident, how the accident happened. Talk to you later. Oh, okay. I thought for a minute the camera was off of this whole thing. No, it's not. We're good. All right. Enjoy your day. I know I'll enjoy mine, rain or not. Well, there you go. That's, let me see. I took you out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees. 1, 2, 3, 4 were usable for mushroom logs. One was dead and just broke off at 12 feet. And the other one was red maple, which is a no-no for mushrooms. That's my exit though. Looking a little clearer now. You can see over here where we're going to put in that. See that one dead one? Follow with my, there we go. It's got that brown spot coming up. It's only goes up to about there and that's it. And it's dead. So that'll come out eventually. And all of that brush that's in there that you can probably not see too well will get diced up. All this little stuff on the ground going to be firewood, or maybe some of it will be broom handles, which I have a few of over here, a little pile, the thinner ones. And these go to the broom shop over at the Ashokan Center. We're going to have a meeting as soon as I have a spare minute or two to drive over there with a load, because I got a mess of these back at the yard. And we'll see. Well, this is a learning experience for me to see what works for them and what doesn't. So that's that. And then I have only cut maybe, remember I took 2 out in here that I showed you earlier. That's the load in the back of the mule. But because I'm so far in, and it is not a zippity zip job to get in and out of here, I'm going to see if I can stick a few other things on the mule before we go any further, and then I head out. It's starting to rain. If I'm quiet, I don't know if you can hear the tickle of the drops gracing the ground and the environment and making the spring grow. Been here, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I don't know. My breath and my ability to work is over a lot before the day is. But fortunately the mule is fairly full, and if I got the gas and the oil jug are going to have to go up front. I can't just throw them on top like I normally do, because they won't survive the trip. The mule goes through way too much rocking and whatnot. So I gonna mess around a little bit, and then I'll head out. I'll check in with you before I leave. Okay, and there you are. I am right back where I was, between those trees on my exit out. Remember these? I took a bunch of these, stuck them on the back, and in the words of Doc Henderson, one strap will do. I don't know how much of this is going to survive the trip because it's sticking out. But, hey, what the heck, you know? You never know until you try. And in the immortal words of my buddy down in Alabama at Hobby Hardwoods, Robert says, take steps to save steps. And because it's a hairy trip coming in and out of here, I figure the more I get on, the better off I am. It may not look like much, but as I said, the road's a challenge. We'll see what I break going down. So here we go. You guys want to go along for the ride? I'll bring you along and I'll see how the video comes out. Okay, we're fired up. I just saw my sandwich sitting there in a little dashboard box and realized I haven't eaten lunch yet. That's okay. I don't even know what time it is. Whoops, take the brake off, Tom. We get there faster. Get around this tree, cover the gypsy moth sacks, and don't want to hurt the little white oak, even though that little white oak has already been hurt pretty bad. And here we go. See if I can get through this without banging up too much. Take your time. My plan is, or was, and it may still be, to bring this stuff back and not even take it off of the mule and put it in the trailer, because that doesn't make a lot of, just another handling and then drag the trailer home. So I thought, I'll leave these logs right in the mule. It puts them up closer to the truck bed height, and the next delivery I gotta do is out of the truck bed, so that means I gotta load it. I gotta talk to the client, see if I can make arrangements or an appointment to deliver them, possibly tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, we'll see. But in the meantime, I can leave them in the mule. Now I'm gonna hit this tree again. Holy cow, did I... when I say I got a 1/4 inch of clearance, I'm not kidding. And this is the tree that broke the one on the right that just went out of frame, is the one that broke my extinguisher off. So I'm gonna see if I can miss it. And no, I can't. Oh, I hit the same spot. To give you an idea how much I was bound up on that tree, when I passed it, or went past the edge of the roof, the mule dropped over 4 inches, so that's how much it was pushing it out. But there was nothing left there to break except my work light that's up on that corner of the roof. Gonna have to rethink those work lights. By the way, I'm coming out of here in 2-wheel drive. So far, no issues, so that's good. Some more branches we could whack off if I cared to take the time, but I'm not gonna do it today. There's another dead tree I'm gonna hit, but just barely. I just kissed it. I'm getting good at this. Eventually, I'll either break all the parts off the mule that are in the way, or I'll break all the parts off the trees that are in the way, and either way, it's winter. So, here we are at the entry log. If I ever cut this log out, I won't be able to find this trail, because it's invisible from the main road here. Oh, that's a big hump. And then, whoop. And I got over the back, still in 2-wheel. Here we are on the secondary road, if you want to call a previous one a tertiary, or a quadruciary, or whatever the heck that word is that I never got up to in school. Zipping along. Look at this, we are flying. I'm doing like a good solid 2-3 miles an hour. See that scrape on that right tree? That wasn't me, that was the skidder. The longer I cut here and the more TSI work I do, the more I learn the property better. I know where the trees are. I think Bill and I got to get together and make a map of these roads and start putting names on them. Because when we try and have a conversation about, you know, up there you go past the trailers and you make a right in that little cut, and then you go down and you come to that big, neither one of us knows what the other one's talking about. So we're going to have to start agreeing on some terminology. He knows what he means. I sort of know what I mean, but neither one of us seems to know what the other one's talking about, so it almost sounds like we never met before when we're trying to figure something out. Oh, those rear wheels are sliding in that mud. But I'm through. Now it's just a matter of poking along. You know this road where we came in. A lot of rock slides. This all used to be, by the way, back in the day, the 60s to 80s, was, oh, look at that tree, broke right off. Was all bluestone quarries. So if you look up on the right, I'm trying to swing the camera quick while I'm driving. Up here, you see all these tailing piles. They were things that were unsatisfactory. They were looking for big slabs to build skyscrapers and sidewalks and streets in New York City. So they were pretty particular, and the rest of it just went in piles. And it's here forever. But if you ever wanted to build a flagstone wall, you can come in here with a dozer and load up with some nice stacking rock. So
We are out, folks. And let's the trailer. You know the rest of the tune. I may take these long sticks, which, by the way, did survive the trip out, no issues. And I may throw those on the trailer because the trailer isn't even half loaded yet. And then I'll just drag the whole kit and crew it home. We could be getting some good rain. They say Wednesday afternoon. We might get some snow, sleet, freezing rain, and stuff like that there. So I'm thinking about getting this trailer out of here again in case the road goes. That's it for now. Back at the trailer. Catch you later. So that's that. Hang on. There we go. Take the e-brake off. I just stopped down here by the house and shop to let anybody that was here know I was out of the woods. I heard somebody running a sawmill. That had to be Bill. As far as I know, I'm the only other guy that runs it. Although maybe he got tired of waiting for me and he's training up somebody new. But nobody's at the shop. And I am Dick, whoops, there's a speed bump. It's funny, I feel the road one way with the side-by-side here and totally different from the feedback from the trailer. The trailer feels like a car and the mule feels like a overweight ATV or something. Anyway, I got, what did I get? I have no idea. 29. I got 29 logs in the bed. I got about another 24 on the trailer. That seems backwards, don't it? Altogether, I'd say that I got about 800 to 1,000 pounds of logs I'm carrying. I know I'm in the dark, but believe me, it's better off for you guys that you can't see me too well. I'm headed out. And, so what did I say? 24 and 29. 30, 40, 50, I don't know, 53 logs, something, whatever it is. It will get me through the next quarter and a little bit into the ones after it. I have to do some additional logs for a previous delivery. They still have lots of spawn left they want to use up. So, I'm going to give her some more. And I'm taking my time headed back. I'm not screaming along here. First of all, it's a private road, and we don't want to, tear it up. Second of all, it's a bit of a load on this little machine, so I'm in no hurry. It stopped raining again. It's going to be one of those sprinkle on and off days. It is, I did have to look at the clock when I was middle part around. And it's about almost 2 o'clock. So I was out there, I don't know, let's say 3 hours, 3.5 hours, something like that. Some trees go zip zip. The last 2 I did, they went zip zip pretty much. Some you got a lot of brush to clean up and a lot of afterwork to do to make it look nice, make it hard to see me wherever they are. Others don't have much top wood, so it's pretty quick. So it kind of evens out, but I figured 29 logs, call it 30. I was in there 3 hours. That's 10 logs an hour. And that doesn't count fuel, chainsaw oil, and whatnot. I did cut that last tree completely out with my electric just to see how it cut. The thing cuts like a bandit, but the battery on that Ryobi doesn't put out as much as the Milwaukee's do, so and it doesn't like cutting through the tree quick. The bar seems to wind up. but it's really good for getting me out of a bad spot. And you know, it is what it is. You gotta have a spare. Can't go out in the woods with only one saw. So the AR, another short day. I'll go back and do some firewood and work on my close trailer and answer emails and generally fill up the rest of my day. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you get a little time in the woods like I did. And get out without getting hurt. It's nothing but a smile on your face. And some wood in the box. Just keep on keeping on. Take a little hill here. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get back. It's, the load I'm pulling is holding the wheel back. Anything for a laugh. Catch you guys down the pike. Have a wonderful day yourselves. Bye bye.